Oh yeah, I heard some of their rumors talking about I might be traded. They're gonna trade the one on Sam Bennett. Let me tell you something. I went down to the practice facility. I had myself. Let's just say I had a discussion with old Billy Boy there. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Ain't no Bennett going nowhere. See what I'm saying? I'm Bennett. Can't trade Bennett. What the hell wrong with you, crackers?
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1, drop.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
And after weeks of complaining that the team might be sick, but I'm here. I'm here because I missed all those games during the vacation, so I gotta be here. All right, so we got the Hurricanes tonight. I don't know if this is going to be a low-key, high-key recap. I'm not feeling all that great, and you never know which way the medication is going to hit us. So there's that. I am not going to lie. I haven't had a chance to look at the lineups. It don't matter anyway because he always changes the lines. I'm going to assume we're going to see Bobrovsky. We've got some weird stuff coming up on the schedule. We've got tonight, and then we've got tomorrow against Pittsburgh. Kyle will not be here, so I will be here. Kyle will also not be here Saturday night. So, what's the saying? If the truck's rocking, don't come knocking. So there's that. Now, then next week we got a late game at 10 o'clock. I think we got a game in the middle of the week at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That sucks. And it's all supposed to have a snowstorm over the weekend. So that's good. We've got a mixed bag of everything, including the fact that I can already feel by the end of this recap I will have no voice left. Now, what are we going to do against the Canes? Look, the standings aren't exactly spread out. We need to keep pace. I mean, we are the pace, but we need to keep winning. You know what I'm saying. Give me 2 points. I can already tell my brain ain't working. So it's 1-0 Carolina. After 35 seconds, I barely got my ass in the seat, and the puck deflects off a shot from Burns, deflects off of Barkov and in the back of the net. And then at one point, we were being outshot 14-1. Maurice absolutely laid into the team on the bench, and nothing happened. They didn't do anything. That's not good. Adam Boqvist does not belong on the NHL defense. Certainly not on a team that is trying to repeat as Stanley Cup champions. Nate Schmidt is still slow. Verhaeghe can't score. Sam Miskevich was in the top power play. Nothing's working. Let's move on to the second period. All right, well, we got one back. It's 1-1 after 2. Lundell gets one. Lundell almost got another one. We've had a few decent chances. I can't praise the goaltender during the middle of the game, so I won't. And then the last 5 minutes of that period, that took about a half hour. A lot of stoppages of play, a lot of choppy play. It has developed into the prototypical Panthers-Canes game, which means, thankfully, it's not the playoffs, so we cannot be here for 4 overtimes. Let's finish this up. And 3-1 Canes. So in terms of the goal, Bob gets knocked all the way back into the back of the net. Now, I understand the part about Chucky keeping the guy on the ice, and that's why they didn't call goaltender interference there. I cannot remember ever seeing a goalie get knocked into the goal like that and not get a stoppage of play. And I'm not making excuses for Tkachuk because he got to play to the whistle, but I think he thought he was getting a whistle. Now Bob, he's looking back at the ref for the whistle and comes back and then gets beat short side. So I understand the frustration, but you got to just, if you don't hear a whistle, you just got to play. You can't sit there and look at the ref and be like, are you going to blow a whistle? Oh crap, they scored. So. And, of course, Carolina gets the empty net at the end of the game. So we can't score. We can't score. And why are we not scoring? Well, shot placement is god awful. It's terrible. That's number one. Number two, as somebody mentioned on the stream, when things get a little bit sluggish, I like the fourth line. I like him. Sam Miscavige isn't a fourth liner. Sam Miscavige should be somewhere else. But Greer and Nosek are okay. I like Greer, but it ain't Lomberg with Stenlin and Cousins. When we would need a burst and a boost of energy any number of years, especially with Lomberg, they would go out there and cause a ruckus and get some energy going. So that's one piece of the puzzle. And then the other part to it is that we don't, especially with Mikkola out, the defense lacks size, intensity, scoring. Ekblad is trying. I've never seen a defenseman get so many opportunities and not be able to put one in the back of the net. It's incredible. So you see the razor thin margin that we're on. And we talk a lot on the streams, the noon streams that I usually do. We talk a lot about trades and whatnot. And I've kind of talked about any of the forwards that could maybe be expendable that have some kind of salary that we could send elsewhere that could help us get a defenseman in. And realistically, I don't want to see Rodriguez go, but I don't think we're going to get rid of Luosterainen. But the point that I'm making is that we're going to need a defenseman. You've seen it tonight. God help us if this was a playoff game with no Mikkola. We're going to need to do something to get a defenseman. And, I love Rodriguez, but you could throw Sam Miscavige up there on the top, right? It's not the same kind of player. But point I'm making is that it's a mess. It's a mess in terms of the offensive chemistry right now. And Verhaeghe just can't score. He had 2 or 3 good chances tonight. He can't put the puck in the back of the net. It's very unfortunate. He signed. I don't think he's suddenly sucks because of the contract. But since he signed the contract, he suddenly sucks. Reinhardt's gone cold, very cold. Barkov isn't Pavel Bure anyway. He's not a big goals guy. When he decides to take over overtime, he can score a goal. But, without Reinhardt going, without Verhaeghe going, then it falls to Bennett and then Chucky. So now, at some point, $9.5 million. I love Chucky. I'm the one that stood here and predicted the trade, but I'm not saying get rid of Chucky. Don't get me wrong there. But the production is not there. The production is just not there for what we need him to be to this team. I understand it's long seasons and you're saving it for the playoffs and everything like that. But when was the last time Chucky took the puck from behind the net, came around on the front and scored? He's not the same dude since the sternum. There's just no way around it. He has some moments. He has his times and spaces where he looks good, but I don't think by any stretch of imagination, I don't think the play he's exhibited this year on the ice, I don't think would earn a $9.5 million contract. We'll put it that way. He does a lot of things for us, but somebody's got to pick up some goals. And in the past, whether that would be Chucky or Montour, right? Okay? Verhaeghe or Reinhardt, somebody usually would be like, I'll be the guy. Especially it used to be Verhage all the time. And now just nothing. Nobody's got any shot placement. We're not getting as much traffic in front of the net that we need. There was a shift where we did forecheck tonight. And that's the only thing that gives me pause from really complaining about the team. Is I saw a shift tonight where they forechecked. The point there is that during the playoffs, we're forechecking the whole game, basically, right? So when I saw them forecheck for a little bit, it made me realize we're not really playing our game out there. Now, we're winning some games. It's funny, we've done so much complaining. And still tonight, in the last little bit of time, tonight's loss makes us 11-5-1. In what's that, 16, 17 games. I think anybody would pretty much take 11-5-1 throughout an entire season. So we're winning games, we're getting points. There's just too many games where we're not putting the puck in the back of the net. And the problem is we need defense. Boquist did make a nice play, but it was to save Nate Schmidt from himself. That pair, we need two new defensemen because number one, we need a viable partner for Mikkola, and number two, we cannot have. I don't care what the injury situation is. We cannot be game 6 against Tampa, and we got to have Nate Schmidt with Adam Boquist as the bottom pair. Because no, all 5 no's. So we need 2 guys. We need 2 guys. Even if you're gonna get real like drunk and put Belinskas with Mikkola, Schmidt, I hate. I'm not trying to complain about the guy because you can certainly tell he's giving all of the effort that he has. But he is way too slow. It's just way too slow. He makes Ekblad look like Ekblad can skate, unfortunately. So between Ekblad and Schmidt on the ice, sometimes at the same time. Now, not that tonight with defense was the problem, but I'm just watching. I'm watching things in. You're watching matchups like we had, with Carolina tonight, and you're watching certain moments to see how Schmidt and those guys would play, and it's not, you extrapolate it to what would go down in the playoffs. No, we need 2 defensemen, and the problem with that is that, well, are the forwards going to wake up? Are the forwards going to wake up? Right? Because right now, this is hyperbolic, but right now, you could put Mackie Samoskevich in Verhage's spot, and you're pretty much getting the same production. You're pretty much getting the same production. I'm not saying that's the way it's always going to be, but right now, every once in a while, one of those dudes score. Mackie had another chance on the power play tonight. It was a good save. So, unfortunately, even though we are having trouble scoring, we're going to have to not blame that on the forward group, and we are just going to have to assume that come playoff time, when they start forechecking properly, the goals will come. The necessary goals will come. Because we can't afford to fix both right now. Now, I'll get Bubba. Bubba had a nice game. Bubba had a really good game, but you got to play to the whistle. You got to play to the whistle. That puck just, he kind of looking at the ref, and then he turned back, and the puck just kind of snuck in short side. Had he been paying attention instead of looking for the whistle, I come in here right now after overtime. So, as well as he played, you got to play to the whistle. We cannot blame Chucky for keeping the guy on the ice if we're not going to share that responsibility with Bob for taking his eye off the puck. Can't do it. Other than that, now Lundell played a hell of a game out there today. I'll give him credit for that. I like Lundell, Verhage with Boquist. I actually like that. Can those guys keep up the goals? Right? Can they score enough to be a viable playoff third line? And that is my other concern come playoff time. And that is kind of why I keep wanting to get Maurice to put Samoskevich on the top line, because my concern is that he is going to keep him there on the fourth line until such a time as it is time to trade for whatever this year's version of Kyle Okposo is going to be, and either send Samoskevich to the bench or somewhere else to get a defenseman. I don't really feel like burning down this whole thing. So they can't trade Mackie Samoskevich. It's just not legal. It's not allowed. But my concern is with him being on that fourth line that, Maurice is just going to replace him come playoff time and he'll be on the bench. What else? The Bennett, Kachuk. I'm being in. Kyle is talking on the stream loud, so I got distracted for a second there. The Bennett, Kachuk, Luosterainen, I like it, but can they get enough goals? Right? Luosterainen's not going to light it up, which means Bennett and Chucky got to score. They got to score, and Kachuk is just not activated around the net, which really sucks, because with Luosterainen, if they would work a little bit, it would be like Cousins with Bennett and Kachuk, only Luosterainen is better than Cousins. You put Barkov. So you go to the next game, we can't score. I'm telling you, Barkov, Kachuk, Samoskevich, Bennett, Luosterainen, Reinhardt, Lundell, who's left? Boquist and Rodriguez. Yeah. Lundell, Boquist, Rodriguez. That'll work. But we need some guys to score. We need guys to pick it up all the way. We got too many guys that we don't expect them to score a lot, and none of them are scoring at all. And then the guys that we do expect to score a lot, they're not. So, all right, that's it. Damn it. I hate losing to the Canes. I don't like losing close games to the Canes because that gives them the feeling of revenge for what we did a couple of years ago in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, no points, and I will be back with you tomorrow. I think the puck drop's at 7. Whenever the puck drop is, I'll be back. I'll be out there a few minutes before puck drop, obviously. Kyle will not be here, right? He's going to be at his mom's doing, I don't know what they're doing. They're eating food. I'll be here stoned on cold medicine, and I guess we'll order some pizza or something. I don't know what we'll do. All right, everybody. I should be live at noon tomorrow. I apologize for the last 2 days. Today was just, I'm not feeling 100%. I'm all jacked up on cold medicine now. But last night, I literally got no sleep. I laid there the whole night and just tossed and turned and tossed and turned. I did not get any sleep. So I finally fell asleep today at about, 2:30 to 4. So that's what I'm working on. All right, no points.